Grand Rising family, it's Shea Seeking, and this is Not Your Mama's Bible Study, along with a little bit of His Stories Lies. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to bring you guys something a little bit different today. We're going to be talking about something like petrified ruins, or, some have done DNA testing on some of these formations and have found that they have some type of a human DNA. These are things that are um, maybe taken out of context, or we've been given again a false notion as to what they are. Again, they're not really talked about, but they're all over the place. I was looking for something like a town or something, doing some research one day, and I stumbled across something that that I posted on Facebook, and it incited me to go ahead and you know do something more on it, because I kind of you know I, even though I was kind of sure that I wasn't tripping, I kind of wanted to just put it out there to see if people would even be interested in going in that direction. And so I put the picture up, and there were some people interested in, seeing more, or, wondering what else I was seeing there. Okay, because they did see what I saw eventually, but I mean, first, but yeah, I wanted to take you guys to the place where I found it. Okay, so I was just searching for something totally, just a town, and I was just looking around. I have this thing for Google satellite, map satellite. And so I just, I don't know, with my research or whatever, just to kind of reiterate or find different correlations. Okay, so what you guys are seeing here are some things that are very strange, um, found all over the world, that happen to look like giant structures that like this must be like a turtle or something, and this looks like there's some toes sticking up, you know, um, out of the earth. This looks like a face. I'll show you guys one in a second that I had shared a while back. Um, that I think it's somewhere in the Americas, maybe even near Canada. Of course, these look like the, you know, lady parts. This kind of looks like a man's head, like he's thinking or something, and something happened. So again, who knows if there was a cataclysm or something similar to a, when we think about Pompeii and things like this, if there was a similar thing or some kind of tool, like even when you go into the Epic of Gilgamesh, you find that they were talking about some kind of tool that they would have to uh, overtake some of these beasts, or some of these things that were not that were bigger than regular life. Okay, so I keep thinking I hear something. So things like this, that are just kind of too good. I mean, too uh, preserved, really good, where it will be hard to deny um, what they may have been. Okay, again, these look like faces, and of course, some of these things could be a form of a statue that may have just been, you know, um, uh, like a dolphin. You could say that this might have been a part of somebody's castle or something like that, and you know, uh, it might have fell off into the ocean or something. But again, who knows? We're not going to get it straight from anybody. Um, they're just going to give us a false perception of what it is or whatnot. But again, like I said, recently people have done DNA results on these things and found that there were some strange things going on. Okay. Here, clearly, this looks like, I don't, you know, could be, but, again, to each his own. So again, like these things here, they've sliced things open, like large things that look like bones like this, and taken samples, and, again, okay. And then we also have to wonder too, some of these statues that they have, even when it comes to ancient Egypt, um, what's really underneath them. We always talk about the pillars of this and the pillars of that. And it's just something to think about. Okay. So again, I'm pretty sure some of these things are some kind of ruins. Okay. Even if it's on a mountaintop or like on the side of a mountain or a cliff, it could have been, um, something that was a part of something that was built into that at one time. And now what we see is everything is covered up with trees and things like this or whatnot. But who knows if it was like that or, in earlier times. But something like this, I would doubt that someone, let's just see if we can click on it. I would doubt that someone would go ahead and create this as a form of beauty. Someone may have, but then again, who would do that? So again, you have to just really be someone that's already going down the rabbit hole in order to see these things. Okay. Um, Here's some more. Um, this is the one that I was telling you guys that I pulled up a while back and put on my Instagram. And then we looked into the storyline, and maybe you guys can. Again, if you find me on my Instagram at shea_seeking, maybe it's still up there. Okay. So again, this is talking about some old titans of ancient something. Um, Again, we'll see this. They're saying that this is some kind of petrified something. Looks like a lot of these things look like some kind of tissue or blood or things like this. Okay. All right. So here's something talking about petrified giant. Um, a lot of this stuff kind of looks just like tissue and things like that. So again, let's keep on moving. And then it randomly made me think about like different stones because at first I saw some people holding up stones and stuff when I looked up this. And how we have a lot of places with beautiful stones. Like what could this be leftover parts, and this is why they give you certain level of energy or give you a more spiritually in tune. They're valuable, a lot of these precious stones and things like that. So, it just makes you wonder. But you already have to be there to be kind of opening up your mind to it. So, again, we see some images here. I'm looking into different things right now, but ancient Greece, Rome. I did something on the Temple of Jerusalem and how it looks very similar to the Lincoln Memorial, I think it's called, in DC. We found some very weird things going on in that area that almost lets me know for sure 100% that biblically, historically, mythology, folklore, whatever, these things are intertwined to seem like there's something else, but in some way they've all happened on a certain level in real life history. Okay. So again, I want you to take a look at this hat here because I'm about to show you guys something. Okay, so I'm just showing you a couple of images, that I have up. That when I show you what I'm about to show you, maybe you can see it too. Okay, so again, here's some people here. It's saying a Persian king, and I thought these were very strange that they were having. I don't know if this has some kind of oils or something, or if it's carrying something else. But again, I'm looking at the headpiece because I'm about to show you guys something and I just want to know what you think. Again, in that area, right next to the image that I showed on my Facebook, um, this here, is called the Cottonwood Creek Charcoal Kilns. Okay, and I hope that's the way that you pronounce that. But it's just so funny because the day or two before I ran across that word for the first time. I mean, I've heard people talking about now that I know what it is, what it kind of is. I think I've heard people mention it before, but again, I hadn't really known for sure. Okay, but I have been reading something that was leading me to or about the epic of Gilgamesh or Gilgamesh. And they use that term, the kilns. And I was talking to my husband, I'm like, what in the world does that mean, really? I'm going to have to look it up, But, the fact that that word was mentioned with him, these things are here. I think you guys know where I'm about to be going with this. Same thing. Here is something very strange here. We're going to go and take a closer look at all of this. But again, in the story of Gilgamesh, I guess that somebody, I can't remember, because again, the names are very uh, new to me. So I haven't done that much research where I feel comfortable naming names. So I know that in that storyline, um, they were trying to slew some kind of beast or large giant thing or something, and they trapped it. And then I guess somebody was telling them the secret of how to use some kind of special tool in order to, do something to it, and then, you'll be able to overtake it and to take women there to, or men there to pretend like they're women and lay with them. It's just a lot of strange things. So, and it strikes me as on biblical proportions, especially when it comes to Noah's story. But then again, who knows? So this is other stuff that I just found in the area. You know, um, Maybe we can find some of this stuff again. Maybe we can't. But once I show you the area, then maybe you can go ahead and do your own, little research or whatever. So again, I thought this was really funny, looking like some little holes that were skipping, through. Sorry, that are skipping through whatever this is. And then there's like a little bit, there's some holes that are going to be a little bit larger, like the little tiny little is going, and then there's a space, and then there's like a larger hole. So again, let's keep going. This is a different, so this is not the same picture, but this is like it's a pretty long little, whatever you want to call it, path or something. Um, so yeah, here's another one where there's like little pieces and then skips, and then it's like right in a line, and then like this right here that has something around it, and it definitely looks like a lot bigger and round. um a lot of people talk about reptilians and underground people and all this other stuff, but again, I've never seen it. And I'm one that's like, if I've never seen it, especially just, well, anyways, little old me, I haven't been around the world and everything, so I always tell you I don't dismiss things. But you know um yeah. So again, here's some more of those big, holes right here. I did a little bit of a close up on these. um oh, dang, I forgot to put that picture up. Anyhow, there was a picture when it came to that whole thing about Jerusalem, of a staircase that kind of looked very similar to this, and then you can kind of see where there might be a wall or something here as well. And I almost wonder if they, closed up these areas to kind of keep whatever this thing was out, or if these were just extraterrestrial beings, or who knows what's going on. This could just be an old interest entrance to a truncated pyramid, which is when they have gone around and taken the tops off of pyramids here in America that we now call mounds. Okay, but again, they were calling them pyramids back in the 17, 1800s. And then they again truncated them or snapped the tops off, and probably took them overseas again, because our governing forces that are here in the Americas are foreign entities ruling a sovereign nation again. Okay? And they brought all of their children over and given them standing over you in the so called caste system that we're in. Okay? Or this matrix. Okay? So again, I just thought that's pretty neat. I mean, why it really didn't say what it was, but it definitely looks, like I said, some ancient ruins. Okay? Mm, here's some more stuff that was kind of strange. Uh, this here, I mean, I don't know. It's very strange to me. I just don't even know what I want to say what it is. But again, there's some other little object or whatever coming, sticking up out of there. You can also see that there's something going on here. Even this kind of looks something like lady parts in my eyes. Um, just from a far distance, this kind of looks like a large, like, wreath, you know, or a wheat, kind of thing or whatever. Um, Again, very strange. Now, remember that headpiece that I told you guys to look very carefully at? Now, I don't know what this is. Let's see if we can get closer. No, we can't. I don't know what the heck this is. Really, I didn't even see it at first. I don't know if somebody has actually driven up here, or I don't know what in the world this could be. But this also looks kind of like tissue. It kind of looks like petrified membranes or muscle or something. But again, I don't know. Like, even you can see, like, it looks like arteries or something, like a heart. I don't know. It said that sometimes when they took these beings apart, that they broke the pieces apart and took them different places. Like even in the Epic of Gilgamesh, how him and I can't remember what the guy he was, ended up being friends with or whatever, with the horns. But they took the head of this beast that they had slew and, carried it up the river a little bit. So it's funny how this is around some water and there looks like there's dry blood or something in the water. Because again, one in that storyline, I guess someone was coming back to try to bring one of these, entities back to life. Okay. And I guess they went in and they said that they didn't have any luck or something. But, again, like I said, the whole thing is new, and this is just for people that might have already be well versed, but may not be looking at it, in this matter or in this manner. I'm sorry, it's getting late. My voice is getting, you know. So anyhow, this looks very, strange to me. Even this little thing right here look kind of like a joint, like where your bones meet up, you know, like that. But this definitely looks like that hat that we saw. It definitely looks like one of those head pieces. And then when you think about like Baal or uh, uh, yeah, Baal or Baal or whatever. And I don't even know if it's Moloch. Okay, but you notice how people are bringing their children to him, and he's holding his hands out for them, and he's sitting on some big rock, and he seems huge, right? But then again, when we're talking about this sacrificing your children, um, you know, anything that they want to make look evil, they'll give it some kind of perception. Again, we always have to look at the fact that in the Bible we are taught that Satan is low down, no good, dirty, 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 and he is so bad. But again, when you go throughout the Bible and you look, God's or God is the one that is displacing people, separating them from their children. And just think about your government, okay, for a second when you think about God too. Because they're just both the same thing. There's no such thing as a man in the sky and somebody under the ground. That's why some of these people are called living this and living that. Again, living is just a status too by law, using legalese to go ahead and promote or keep certain people in standing and over other people in a higher elevated status, and keep the original people, which are usually always melanated people that are lost and had their culture, their languages, their ancestors, all of their information stripped from them. Again, other races have had this too, but I'm just saying this is something that is universal around the world. Again, because this whole entire plane or so called planet, okay, was filled with melanated people at one point in time. Okay, and if not the whole thing, in the near and south of the so called equator, if we want to look at it that way. Okay, in the warmer climates. Okay. So again, we'll move on because we have a lot of images to look at. Um, Again, I don't know what this is. Maybe if somebody lives in this area, they could kind of give me a little bit more insight on it. I was thinking that this looks strange, but I was thinking, it could be some kind of vehicle markings. But then I'm like, no, it kind of really doesn't look like that though. So again, all of this could be something. Of course, this looks like some kind of vehicle markings, right? But what are these people going here to get? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? It looks like this road has been traveled a couple of times. This looks like a heart, right? Okay, to me, That's what it looked like. This also looks like afro, curly, you know, again, one of these entities in this that I'm learning about when it comes to this whole. I have this book here that I bought a while back that I just started to dabble in, and it's called uh, The Bible as History. Okay. And it talks about someone having so much hair and it's in locks and things like that. So again, I kind of just wonder this is because of what I'm going to show you. Just saying, okay. This looks like if anything, this could be a lot of hair, afro curly hair. Okay. Again, look how clean these cuts are right here on this. It, sorry, you can't tell me that this doesn't look something like a heart with the arteries and everything attached, with the muscles still petrified, or I don't know if you can call it calcified. And then there's some kind of place here. Like, what's going on here? Are these beings, are there really something that, they're making it scary, like, oh, there's this reptilian race and everything. But is there something that these people can still be connected to or bound to? Who knows? Who knows? But this also definitely looks like some kind of bone matter. Also looks like tissue, even maybe like a femur or something. You know, who knows? Okay? Because we don't know everything and we'll never know everything. But, as long as you're on the highway to a higher level of consciousness and seeing, some things will be shown to you. Okay? Again, now let me tell you one thing right here. I didn't even notice this the first time. And y'all probably going to be thinking I'm tripping when I say what I'm about to say. Don't you say it. Let me look. This, when I'm seeing this, this information, the fact that I just ran across this when I was doing research on something totally different, and I just busted this book open, haven't even made it past the first couple of pages. Something is at work in this land. Something is at work in this land. And again and again, you see how they're trying to hurry up and open these. I'm just shocked as to what I think I'm seeing right here. But you know how they're trying to hurry up and open up these churches. I said they done left you at home too long with the church closed. They said hurry up and open up them damn church, the mosque, and Trump said if they don't do it, I'm about to tell them to do it. Because I'm telling you something right here. They are afraid of this awakening that's going to happen because that's it. They did that whole Time's Up thing with the awards not that long ago. Even Michael Jackson, he was a little bit more woke than y'all think he was, right? Okay. So again, this is it. So again, they trying to keep you away from yourself, away from your thoughts, away from that. Okay. Okay. So again, you guys, I mean, if you don't see this, I don't know. Very strange. Just look like a Negro hair. Okay. And it looked like a bloody scene of something that happened here. Because again, we had to come from somewhere, guys. We had to come from somewhere, and I doubt that it's the story that they gave us about creating something. But again, I am going to show you something on here that is very strange, and we're really going to get into some stuff here. Okay? So again, there's these weird things going on here. Is this some kind of fountain of youth? Did they slaughter these beings and now they're going and taking DNA from them to do something? I don't know. Again, this kind of looks like a little bit of like a face here, like somebody's laying here, okay? And look right here. You tell me, you could tell me right now if I'm tripping. You can tell me, but one thing that the source gave me is a set of eyes to see from a very young age. Faces, all I can read people like nobody's business when I meet people. And it's funny how these killer bees and stuff are coming, things like this. But you ain't gonna tell me what you cannot tell me. And I did not see this. I am just seeing this while I'm sitting here talking to you guys because I'm looking at this thing in and out all over while I'm sitting here talking to you. And you ain't gonna tell me that this don't look like a giant bee or a giant locust, something huge. You can even see the extended, maybe the legs or something of it, or something coming down here. Um, Also, look at this. This kind of looked like a bite or something. You know how you get like a bee sting or whatever? This is really strange. And for this to be some kind of, I know this could be just like a dirt and then a lighter colored dirt. But there's not that much light dirt over here. It's all kind of, I guess, and the kiln is like a place where things are burnt or scorched or something in a sense. I feel like that's what I think I got from the definition. And this looks very strange for a, it looks kind of like a slick rolled or something that like has epoxy or something over it. But anyhow, you ain't gonna tell me what we ain't seeing. That I can't tell you what I'm trying to think. What I'm saying right here. You did. That's trippy. That's tripped out. That's tripped out. I have to try to get a little shot of that because I don't know if I can find all this stuff again. I mean, you can see the wings. You can see a little something on the side here. And again, this does look like a large bump or something too, maybe. And you can also see the wings here. And then whatever this is driving right up to this. Okay? It's coming right up to that. Strange. Really, 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 really strange. Okay, let's keep going, because I just get lost and we're going to be here forever. Okay? So again, this, I don't know what's going on here. Again, look at this. This definitely looked like there's some fingers on this or something. Look like a head, a long, like, dragon body, but there's a lot of other stuff going on right here too. It's like, I don't know. I just can't tell you. Very strange. And it says Twin Mountain Rock Venture. I don't know what that means or what that's talking about, but again, very strange. It's some place that I bet you won't find no Negroes going, because again, they keep these things. There might be some adventurous other people that go there, but again, keep you from even thinking, wanting to know, searching, digging. Because once we link up to that, once you connect it to source, you will be able to see and hear. You will have those eyes to see and ears to hear many things that other people will not be able to. And again, I think that it has something to do with your makeup, your DNA makeup. It has something to do with something on a spiritual, really deep level, and consciousness and being connected. I don't know, quieting the mind, uh, and just really going within and getting in tune, right? And that's why they made entertainment and all these other things to keep us distracted from self. School, so they can, you know, put all this information about all these unnecessary things into your mind to keep you from that quiet place, that thinking place, that conscious level. And consciousness is mentioned in the Bible, just so you know, in case someone tries to say that, oh, that's this and that's witchcraft. Same thing like the tarot in the Torah. The tarot is in the Torah, okay, and vice versa. Ezekiel's will and the will are one and the same, okay. So then here, something here, I don't know if this could be like a head and an ear. I don't know. I'm just, at this point, I'm just guessing. But this also kind of looks like some hair or a scalped something. But again, remember when I told you about locks? He had matted hair and everything, and it was like locks. You want to take a look at this? And it's so funny because I was looking at Idaho or something the other day on the map, and I was looking. Maybe we'll see it when we go to the map. How funny that kind of looked like a face looking to the west towards the ocean. Real funny. But again, this could definitely be hair. You see a lot of, even look at this shit. Look, y'all, I'm about to be freaking out in a minute. Y'all can tell me if I'm reaching at any time. Okay, I don't mind. But this almost looked like somebody's hand still around the hair. You see that? Like they got like a hand could be wrapped around, and this is the thumb. One, two, three, four, and then the thumb coming up from this way. But again, it might just be whatever this is, but that looks very strange. It looks like knuckles right here and right here. Okay? And then you have these that look like the little buds or the little ends on some locks. That's just what it looked like to me. You know, it's kind of probably looking like y'all probably thinking I'm crazy. And then, you know, some of it's making me think about like how when the psychiatrists show you those blobs of ink, you know, some might see something and some may see something else. Anyway, you can see here some weird stuff going on there. Um, yeah, and then over here, yeah, you know, it's just a lot going on. But I'm just wondering who, okay, maybe it's, you know, a testing center or something. I don't know. So again, this is some stuff right here that's along this area where we see the image that we saw. And if you already saw the image, you know what I'm talking about. But again, I see this weird figure here. I don't know. Also, we see this when we go up close here. There's these little things. All of these look identical. Are these some kind of chambers? Are these some kind of places? Is this the real Valley of the Kings? And you see all these riding back and forth because they're taking something from these people or these beings. They've trapped them or killed them all. And then also again, you know, let me tell you one more thing right here. Okay, and this could be reaching. You can tell me again. But this kind of looks like a face, a head of kind of like how they show you the gray aliens, right? Not to say that that's what it is, but let's just think about this for a second. I don't know what this kind of treading stuff is that's going on here, but it kind of looks like a face of some kind of creature or something. And he's looking this way, and this is his thigh, and his knee maybe going back. And then, you know, it reminds me of the Bible of the backs bent forever. Okay? Because this definitely looks like his back and his shoulder, and it looks like his arms are bent back, and there's something in his back. Just looks, that's what it looked like to me. And he has a larger head here, kind of looking to the side. This one is looking straight forward. I don't know what's going on here. Can't tell you there. This kind of looked a little bit different. That looked like some kind of animal or something. But again, I could be tripping, you know. But the whole thing is all of these little things are exactly the same. The little post or whatever. You can't tell what this stuff is. I don't know. Kind of look like an ear and some hair in the face too here. But again, we could be reaching. And again, there's a supply here of some kind of substance or something. Some red kind of murky looking something. This also looks like some kind of living, you know, kind of look like an organ or something. Okay. And you have all these little markings and stuff. Even this little tread here of this. You know, what is this? And then there's a drain here. It's just like a big ass gutter, a drain or something. Like, and then you got I don't know if these are little black buildings or secret, you know, something. You got these two, you know, I just don't know. Just don't know. Again, do you know what like blood or whatever look like? Now that sounds creepy. I'm not saying like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, if it would be in like a hospital or any kind of some kind of substance or something that would dry up like this, how it get the cracks in it and stuff like that. You know, just very strange. Just I mean, it could be another substance, but again, why is it like this? And then this is like really red, like there's some new blood. You know, this here, same thing. You know, I just don't know. Okay. So again, this thing right here, keep your mind here. Keep it right there. Think about people talking about people being in incubators. I even think I hear some of this in the Bible when we're talking about some people were in some kind of things or something. I'm not tripping. I study this book all the time. It's my favorite thing to read. And not because I believe in a God, because I believe that you should know what the gods that you are worshiping really think about you, that you may not be able to see because your teachers and your pastors have led you astray. And that some people actually do study. They don't just go to church and read the Bible and, you know, things like that. They actually go through and find out what words mean, and they, do real research. Okay? But again, it's something that you're driven to do. And a lot of people wouldn't choose to do it because it takes up, listen, it's a lot of work, but it's the greatest reward at the end of the day. No matter if anybody believes or thinks or whatever, I don't know what's going on with me and other people that are seeing things like this. But again, I'm just going to go ahead and share my journey. And maybe whatever you guys see, you'll see that I'm not really trying to sell you on anything. And again, I always tell you, do your own research. I'm never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. Simply just sharing what it looks like to me. And, that's just it. Everybody, is going to be different. Okay? And it's about your mindset. Okay? Everybody's going to be different. So if you're paying homage to this being, you're not paying homage to your ancestors, and you're not, digging deep enough. You may think you are, but again, you cannot be. You can't be worshiping two gods. Excuse me. And it seems like as a group, we must, what does it say? You're going to love one and hate the other. So again, while we're going in this foul world, following what people have given us to replace our culture, and we've seen what is done to our people, especially even in our neighborhoods with drugs and everything like that, we don't love ourselves enough to get it together and unite and find out what we can do. Everybody trying to push their own agenda. All I want to do is open up people's minds so they can think for themselves. I don't even want to be the one to think for you, because I know how rewarding it was to do it for myself, right? And then people might look at you as cocky, or you're trying to prove something or show something. All I'm doing is I'm getting some information, just like millions of other people have come in the past and told you they saw visions or they see this and that. You don't know who you are. Once you realize you are something that's much more than what anyone could ever think, and much more than some of these people that have a hold on you, it's something happens. It's about awakening. It's something is activated, right? Okay. Because remember when God said that, when you're gonna look for me and I'm gonna hide my face or stuff like that. So again, it's not about looking for that particular God. It's about these passages are supposed to incite something. It's supposed to remind you of something when you do a deeper research. Even somebody was just asking about leavened bread. Well, that would be something that's fluffed up. Now, somebody might say that that's what I'm doing to the word, but I'm not. I'm simply you. We are so-called humans or people or whatever, right? We're beings on this earth. We use things like books, right, to get a better understanding. You let them teach you and show you these things that are dictating how you think of yourself and other people, and basically give you books in school and you listen to them. You see what I'm saying? What? Why wouldn't you? You, when you was reading in school and you had to learn what something meant and you didn't know, you looked at a dictionary. Why wouldn't you do the same thing with the Bible? You think that this complex, almighty so-called God, if you believe in it, even in that manner, wouldn't put something else in this book? He wouldn't. It already says that you should be studying to show thyself approved. But again, nobody, and if you really want to be honest with yourself, nobody is. So again, I'm all about the words that's in the book that's telling the story, and it's showing me something, it's activating something to show me something. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm reading it like religious Christians would be reading it. I'm using it as a tool, as any other tool that you would use, any other book you pick up, so-called written by a white man. The dictionary. So why, supposedly, right? So what's wrong about this? And even if you think that this God is your enemy and everything, why wouldn't you want his playbook and look at it with a different mindset? See, okay? They beat it into your ancestors, and your grandma would have beat your butt if you said you didn't. If you woke up at her house on Sunday, and you didn't want to go to church. Most of us didn't even go against going to church. We knew we was gonna go to church, and if we didn't, we would disappoint grandma, and so we went. So or you wanted to be around her, and you went. You know. So again, I need a new chair because this chair is too noisy. Y'all gonna think something about me. So anyway, let's keep on looking. Uh, so yeah, think about this right here, and then look at these little cords and stuff that's coming out of it, because I'm about to show you something. And again, tell me, just tell me down in the damn comments when I'm reaching. Okay. So again, we looking at this here, and I don't know what it is. Don't even ask me. I don't know. Maybe y'all. I'm putting this up so y'all can help me now. um, I have no idea. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know. It kind of looked like needles or something, but I'm not. I don't think that that's what that is. But I don't know. You tell me. I was thinking that I seen like a little bit of cuneiform writing here, but again, you know, I don't know. Now you look at this real good. Now you hear? Look at this real good. I'm about to show you something. Matter of fact, I can't wait. I can't wait. We on 322. Let's see if we can go on over here. See if I can find this. Let me show you something. Can we look at this real quick? And then y'all could just tell me if I'm reaching. Then I'll just be quiet and I won't, I won't say nothing else. Now I didn't really read what it said. I was just flipping through the book trying to find the page that I was already on, and I seen this, and I had to go back through to try to find it again. So it says fixed on conquest of the world. The prelude to that had to be the possession of narrow nasal strips, astral strip. I don't know. I can't see. Okay, I can't see. Again, is this even this little thing that's looked like it was sticking? Like when I was trying to explain to y'all, it looked like something was coming out of some being's back. Tell me. You could tell me. You could tell me right now. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me. Even that writing that was going through those little things. Tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me. What's this? Tell me if I'm fucking tripping. You can tell me now. Tell me now. Ports. The control of chief caravan. Now I would say this could be symbolic for something, but what I'm looking at on that screen look real funny to me. Even along the little skinny thing right here, along the road right there, that's along the damn side of the thing. Caravan mutes and of the only military road in Egypt. Is that what that is that we looking at over here? Let's go back. Because that I didn't even read that page, and that kind of is what it looked like. I was about to say CIA, okay, or something. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it now. Look at it now. You know what? Tell me. Everybody can go around the world. They keep on digging. They keep on finding niggas all over the world. You tell me. Everybody keep asking where other folks originate. This is not being prejudiced. I love the people that I've met in my life and have in my family. Some of them white. I love them to death. That'll never change. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't me. I don't do hate. I don't do hate. And I know unity is key. And even if someone is a different complexion, they can walk with me. Because again, none of us are the ones that should be bearing anything from what our ancestors did. People talk about, oh, they are more this, that. None of that stuff matters to me. Because again, we need to be on one united. We don't know exactly where none of us have mixture. We don't. Mongoloid this, that is just distraction. Is distraction, distraction, distraction. Nobody's saying that you got to be best friends with nobody. Nobody's saying you got to lay with these people. Nobody's saying you got to be married to nobody. But I will not stop myself from obtaining knowledge from anyone, no matter what hue, where you came from, where your ancestors from. Again, that is the part that is going to mess us up. It doesn't matter at this point. It's about turning around and pointing the finger at those who have been lying to us all this time and demanding answers. Now you look at me, little old me, just an at-home mom, you know, that just got plunged into this whole thing, you know, this whole awakening about 8, probably about 8 years now. I keep saying 6, but no, it's been longer than that. Changed my lifestyle a little bit, you know. Lost a couple people that's close to me, you know, because this is just what I do. You know, people think you crazy and everything. I'm just saying, you know. So it's gonna talk about something about I think when we're in a different storyline, it's talking about something with fences and houses with flat tops. But anyhow, again, this looks like some kind of ruin or something that's hiding. Ran across this. I don't know what in the heck this is. Again, some little funny looking thing. Uh, no houses or nothing around, and this has these little things like a sun or whatever or something. I don't know. Then you have this, because what I'm going to show you, even just keep your eye on this hat, even still too. Okay. Um, I don't know. Look at this though. Hey, hold on a second. I might be tripping, but this kind of look like he has something in his hand, and but uh, I think the story was that somebody hit one of the people. Gilgamesh hit the being in his head or something. Sorry. Um, I don't know, but or something happened, but it looks like something is shooting out of this little thing onto that person. And he looks kind of a little bit smaller than this guy. His feet are a little bit smaller too. So I don't know. Just weird stuff going on here. This hat. Just remember this hat too, because I'm about to show you something else in the ground. Again, this kind of look like that thing. This kind of really looked like that thing, that white thing that was, over there. And again, this is a snake thing. I didn't know that it had this coming off. Maybe there's a side of this that goes around and I don't know, but that's strange. Okay. Okay. This was something else I wanted to talk about, but not right now. That is something else. Okay. I think. Oh, and this is right here where it's talking about a description of a statue of Minerva Custos. Now, oh, is this a real person? Minerva? I thought it was just like a goddess or somebody like an entity. But again, it's saying Custos, so I guess they have a last name. Again, a lot of the people in the Bible do have a last name. Just saying. And other Roman antiquities, okay? And then it says the Roman potter's kilns of Colchester. Um, yeah, but there's a word when I was looking on that map, looking in California, and I don't think it's Coachella, but I thought it was another place that kind of looked similar to that, that we were linking up. Okay, so then again, it's talking about with Gilgamesh standing astride the mighty double walls he has built in Uruk, gleaming like copper. Again, I don't know, intricately constructed of kiln. See what I'm saying? Fired brick. The people of antiquity had been building such monumental structures, mega machines. Okay, wheels and kilns in which artisans can bake fine pottery. Okay. So it says this was an area of potter. Okay, let me stop that for a beep. Of potters, wheels, wasters, slagged, uncovering the impression where birds, lions. Oh, that's what that kind of looked like, y'all. And I was afraid to say it, Where I said it looked like a heart, it looked like a bird's nest. And remember when I just said that it looked like somebody was laying inside of it, or it was a little person laying there? Kind of looked like somebody tucked away in a bird's nest. And then even seeing those two bunkers or those two white things sitting on the side reminded me of how in the movie Avatar. See? Now, are these avatars that we're seeing in that book page that I showed you, in that structure that we're looking, that black thing that looked just like it? You see where I'm going with this, y'all? You see where I'm going? And y'all, you don't have to say I'm tripping because I'm showing you something right here. Okay? I'm showing you something right here. Okay? All right? So, um, let's see. I think I wanted to take you back there, show you a couple more pictures, and then we're going to. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the video. You should be able to see the face from here. We're going to go into the live Google search and see if we can find it again. So, anyhow, this place, I guess it's called Bartlett, but when I put Bartlett in, I couldn't find it. I don't know how I found it again. But anyhow, this is the thing that I put up the other day. This, it looked like a head to me. Okay. Nasal passage. Looks like his head has been hit with something. Nose, mouth, blood dripping out of the nose, out of the mouth, all the way down up and through here. Think about it. Something funny. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's something funny going on underneath it. We're going to try to go ahead and go back, and so we're going to try to zoom in. A little bit of red stuff here that kind of look like some blood. I'm just stating what we see. There's no, call me crazy if you want. Again, you can see the face here. You can see whatever. But then you also see this structure that looked like one of those hats. Like the Egyptian, the one that had the snake thing on it. And then you also see that, my daughter, she's a little girl, pointed out to me that it looked like this don't have no neck. I said, well, maybe the head, if this were something like that, it would be cut off and put there. But then again, who knows? Because I'm going to show you one of those images again where it looks like the person's chest is really, and they even write in the writings that some of these people had a thick chest or were real thick in the chest. So we're going to go ahead and get closer, but I'm just trying to show you this squared shape that looks like one of those headpieces. Now this is it up close. Look like a forehead that been fractured or something. Nose. Okay, kind of even look like an eye could be right here. Dude, really good. You know how some people say that these people that we dealing with, these hierarchies, if they could be having something or they could be weird, I'm just saying. So you even see like something, how it's over time aged and has this, but these definitely look like some lips, Even this look like the lip is extended out, but the blood is coming down the side of the face, down the side of the lip. This even look like lips, okay? This looks like the chin, and then it reminds you of the Sumerian, I think, with the beast with the maybe we'll run into it with the man's head, and then even the same thing from like etymology. It has a seraphim. What are the things called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. But anyways, this looks like blood. It just really does, and that's just all what I'm saying. Even this looked like the blood could be shooting out of the head or something and coming down over this way. Also, remember this part right here, because you can see the muscle tissue in the jaw. This looks like an ear. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? Also, this is right next to it. The face is somewhere over here. And this is just streaming somewhere in some kind of thing next to it. I mean, y'all can just tell me. Again, this is the mouth, but again, this is a nasal cavity. Now, this one is really, wide. I don't know if this is how whatever. But look real similar to the one that we just seen. Okay. But again, I thought that somebody was saying that you can get a nosebleed, or if you get ruptured something in your head or something, that this can close up. Okay. Or weak muscles from some diseases and things like that. But again, here it is again. Definitely look like something. Really does. And look at the cheek here. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. So let's just stop. So we look at this. Again, this piece, maybe we're not seeing, but again, look at this little piece right here. And look at that right there. Also, look at this. And look at this. Very strange. Very strange. Very strange, y'all. Very strange. Blood, how it will come down. Again, look at the mouth again. Let's just look at the mouth again. Look at this. That just looked just like a mouth. Look at it. Dude. Even look, okay, what was looking weird to me though, right? What's looking weird to me is, I don't know, but this doesn't look. No, that is. That's how this look. Right there, the opening. Look at it. Look at that. And then even like this cheek part, it just looked like it's just like deflated or whatever. Okay? But again, these beings may not have the exact same makeup as we do, but I'm just saying. Okay? And then again, this part might be hollowed out right here in the cheek right here, because again, it could be just this area. This looks a lot smaller in this being than what this is. Okay? So again, it could just be that this area is more hollow. This might not be there. It might be removed. It might not be on that being, because again, you can see this little part right here, but we don't see, it's not full like that. Um, and then again, this passage right here could just definitely be this part that's starting to wear away. Okay? And it's kind of creep you out if you start listening to stuff like, I was watching something on the fifth kind about, them finding remains or something from a tomb, and see, they try to act like it's somewhere else in the world when it's right here in America, possibly. Again, those look like veins or blood streaming. I don't know what this thing is again. Also, I was looking at this because, again, this looks like it has some kind of blood. Okay, and there's a lot of talking of go and lay with him and let him have you and be pleased by you and everything like this, and Gilgamesh, and I promise you, this look again like lady parts. Tell me it don't. Look at even the brush around it. This look like blood streaming down from it too. But look at this. Look at this. Would you please look at it and tell me that this don't look like it could be some kind of hair? Even if this is just like some kind of weird, uh, you know, real shape of a real rock with some real shit on it or whatever. But I think you see what I'm saying. Okay? Even this, you know, I was thinking, this, what do you say, Cyanide Creek? I don't know. But I was thinking that this looks like some kind of structure or something, kind of like the Sphinx has the leg out, you know, stretched out with the paw, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Um, but then again, when you look again, look at it, got the same type of little trees on it, the little that look like what I'm trying to tell you. And this also looked like a testicle and on the other side, and then this is funny looking. And look at this thing running down it. I don't know. Whatever y'all think. I thought there was something in this image that I wanted to share. Oh, okay. I have to like kind of just. Um, oh, another thing. I thought that this kind of looked like one too. A man part. There's a little look like a tube or something here. But this looks like, I mean, upside down, okay? This looks like the testy part. And then this kind of looks like it. And then this kind of looks like it. And, you know, okay? And then this here, I don't know what these things look like. I don't know if this is like the edge of a building or something that's being covered up. But, for it to be supposedly some kind of mountain or something, it just don't seem right that it should be there. And then here, something is streaming down here. But then again, it also looks like those leather skirts that some of the warriors, maybe from like 300 or something, will wear. Kind of look like that too, and it kind of look like some legs, But again, this I think I might be reaching. Okay, you guys can help me out. Okay. All right. Again, see, it's a whole row of it. Like maybe this could be two legs for someone, two legs. But again, this definitely looks like a, what. Okay. Mm, again, no one has ever been able to find the fountain of youth, but what if something from this being or with their DNA able to extend it out? And, what do we know? What do we know? Again, these, whatever you want to think, kind of look like some eyes or something right here. Again, these could be just natural things or whatever, but, this one not so much because it looks so far away. But again, it kind of looked like an owl, like a large owl's eyes and a beak or something though too. Maybe a wing or something. I don't know. Okay, you know, I don't know. This is the person I'm talking about, or the being that I'm talking about. Where how the neck looked like it was just on something in the chest or whatever, and you know who knows? Who knows? Someone had to see something to want to make something like that, or something being symbolic to something. And then again, this is going to be reaching because I just randomly just seen it right now, but it kind of still looks kind of like that head shape with one of those hat things, one of the head pieces on. You know. Okay, and this is Nakimi Into de los Negros. Mm. Oh, and here's that word. Here. Oh, thank you. See, look at this. I love it. This is Julia or whatever. The word that I was just telling you that we was just reading that we just, that's what I was saying. This is the word, okay? That, I was thinking uh, Coachella, but again, this is the word right here, okay? Also found this to be very strange and this to be super mega strange, right? Okay? It looks like a placenta, dude. You see what I'm saying? And I don't even know what this looks like. Maybe another one. This looks like a liver. It just looks like something from someone's insides. I just don't know. Again, help me. Here. Okay? Again, there's the face. The same kind of headpiece. Could this be? Look at this, how this goes down right here. Could it have been a, creature like that? I don't know. So, yeah. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And then when you come back, part 2, we'll leave it to just do the Google search. Okay? Because I don't want the video to be so long. So again, thanks a lot and take care. Don't forget to comment, rate, meaning like or don't, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to go ahead and hit the bell notification because again, maybe it'll help you out because I'm on and I'm not on. If you're interested, you can join me on Instagram at shea_seeking, or you can join me in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained. And if you're looking at this on Facebook, you can go ahead and find me on YouTube at American Aborigines Unchained. So again, thank you for your time. I love you guys. Thanks for your support, and I will see you guys soon. Please feel free to leave any comments, questions, or concerns down below. Take care.